What are some of the mistakes the youth make?
The very first one will be where they.
So, how can I identify, should I say, bad company around me?
The moment in your peer group you realize that those right causes are being violated, it should be an alarm to you.
Some don't have that courage. So, how can you build the courage to say no to bad friendships?
Well, the human factor comes in.
In a world full of opportunities, but at the same time distractions, the young ones are likely to make mistakes and remain for the rest of their lives trying to solve those mistakes, which clearly doesn't help us. You are warmly welcome once again to Sonia's Parlour, and by my introduction, I bet you can deduce today's topic for discussion from it. Well, if you are still not caught it, our topic for discussion today is mistakes that cost young people their future and how to avoid them. Yes, mistakes that cost young people their future and how to avoid them. With us in the studio today is a very experienced person who has worked with the youth almost all his life. He is, well, let me leave that for later. But then he served in the Ghana Educational Service for over 40 years, taught in the basic, secondary, and then tertiary levels, and also the administrative sector of the GES. He is a happy man, married for over 54 years. By then, I don't know where you and I were. I guess you weren't even born. Yeah, so you could see that he is a very experienced person. He has 6 wonderful daughters, and as a result of this, is a trained and certified counselor. He is also a staunch Catholic Christian who was recently, yes, just a few months away, honored with a Papal Award. And the last one is about the fact that he is my grandpa. Yeah. Yeah, he's in the person of Mr. Kofi Torku. Grandpa, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Pepe.
Well, you are back here once again, and we are glad to have you.
It's a pleasant opportunity.
Yeah, thank you for honoring our invitation. So I'll just zoom right into the topic for discussion based on the fact that you are way, way older and experienced than us. So we are happy you are here to advise us, the young ones, about the mistakes we make that cost us our future and then how to avoid them. So I would ask, why do you think young people face more pressure when it comes to shaping their future?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question, a broad one. But from the very first start, let me establish the fact that when it comes to committing or making mistakes, that isn't an act which is limited only to the youth.
Okay, right.
Every human person is fallible. And making mistakes has always been part of man.
Okay.
Right from the origin. So then, even though making mistakes is part and parcel of human life,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that it should be taken for granted. And you are drawing attention to the youth,
Yes, please.
who particularly are upcoming, who will be taking over, ruling the society, the community, and even the world in the time to come. So theirs may be very, very vital. Therefore, when the youth for that matter, realize that they are in the wrong, humility should encourage them to accept the mistake they've made and follow up to make the necessary amends.
Okay.
Because if you make mistakes or committing mistakes become a habit, it will get to a point where you may not even realize that what you're doing is wrong. And it will affect the quality of personality that you come up with.
Okay. All right. Since you have worked, guided, and taught the youth for a very long time, what are some of the mistakes the youth make that cost them their future, and then how can we avoid those mistakes in the first place?
Yeah, thank you. When it comes to that, we have a very wide variety of that.
Okay.
The very first one will be where they start disrespecting their parents.
Okay.
And the elderly ones around. They are supposed to be, to guide them. They are supposed to be their role models. And so they should pay attention to their guidance. If they fail to do that, it's a basic mistake that will lead them astray. Well, growing up, it is necessary to belong to societal influence. And human nature is such that we always want to live in groups.
Yeah.
So peerhood comes in here.
Okay.
That is another source that should be guided very keenly.
Okay.
Because not all the people they will associate with will be the right ones. And if they don't sort out rightly and copy wrongly from those ones, there again, they get misled.
Okay. Would you also consider poor time management and procrastination also as forms of mistakes that the youth make? And how can you, or what would be the advice against that?
Yeah. Time management is very key. It's a major and outstanding factor of getting your life in order. And it involves a plan.
Okay.
In fact, whatever is planned is always done better than what is unplanned.
Okay.
Well, I happen to be a professional teacher and understand that very much. So it is very, very crucial, for the teacher, for example, to make a plan of his lesson before he gets into the classroom.
Okay.
So he has a guide to follow. So this should be very important for the youth as well. They should not take their times, for granted. They should consider whatever they want to do, think about it, plan it, and follow that plan. So they will always be on the right course.
Okay. All right. You also mentioned peer influence. So how can I identify, should I say, bad company around me as an individual?
All of them are coming from different backgrounds. And I want to believe that majority of homes are the good ones.
Okay.
And so if you are coming from a home, a background where you've been told the right things that you know, the moment in your peer group you realize that those right courses are being violated, it should be an alarm to you to stand up. And if corrections cannot be made, the best thing would be to quit that group.
Okay. Talking about quitting, some don't have that courage. So how can you build the courage to say no to bad friendships?
Well, the human factor comes in. Every human person has that element of weakness.
Okay.
And when it comes to that one, the only source from which you can gain the might, the energy, or the power to stand up will be to demand prayerfully the protection and the guidance of God.
Okay. All right. That's well understood. It's not really a diversion, but then I'm bringing in choosing a career path in order not to make a mistake as a youth. What are some of the guidelines you think we can follow to choose the right career path?
Yeah, that is very vital. Because what the youth, excuse me, the young ones grow up to become depends on what choice they make.
Okay.
I would say those of them in formal schools have some advantage there.
Okay.
Because there are guidance and counseling staff members around who help. Of course, their parents will also come in. Then again, it depends on the capacities, the abilities that the individuals may possess. If, for example, you don't have a good voice, or you cannot even paint a stick, it will not make sense, offering to go into music or painting. So therefore, what you have capability for should also guide the choice you make when it comes to professional selection.
Okay. So this also kind of involves the parents and to a larger extent the teachers of the young ones.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So we also spoke about time management. Kindly share with us if you have, or if you care to share, kindly share maybe an instance where you managed your time properly and you were able to avoid a mistake that could have cost you long period of trying to resolve.
I will start with the instance where I rather mismanaged my time.
Okay.
That was when I was a student in St. Francis College.
Okay.
In the 60s. I happened to be playing hockey, and it got to a point I diverted more than 75% of my interest and attention
From
to the game than to my academic work.
Wow.
And at the end of that term,
It affected your grades.
I saw the alarm. So drawing from that, the following term, I made amends.
Okay.
And rescheduled, my time, and that worked positively and profitably for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Talking about financial risk also, what are some of the mistakes we make when it comes to finance, and it puts us at risk and to a larger extent our future?
I'm not too clear about financial.
We sometimes take some financial risk, or the youth. Yes,
we're talking particularly about the youth.
Yes, please.
Involving
yes,
in.
please.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes, please.
Yeah, it is a matter of fact that finance is an area that is attractive to man, and more particularly the youth. And in fact, money is a necessity. Yes, money and it's a necessity. Without it, you have so many restrictions.
Yeah.
But here again, caution must be the watchword.
Okay.
You don't take the fact that money is needed, and so you start seeking money from whichever source. No.
Okay.
It must be the right source. In fact, money must be earned. And it is only then that you actually can put it to a useful and a meaningful use.
Okay.
And when it comes to our youth, these days, some of them tend to have unnecessarily big eyes towards making money.
Is it
So
not dreaming
before
big?
they are aware, they find themselves in all sorts of wrong practices.
Yeah.
Particularly with the presence of, technology these days.
Technology.
Yes.
But we are permitted to dream big. Hello.
To do what?
To
Permitted?
dream big.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
But your big dream must be positive.
Okay.
You don't, for example, make money at the expense of somebody else or some other body. No.
Okay.
It must be genuinely made.
Okay.
Then spending it also will be pleasant.
Okay. We are almost wrapping up, but then I believe some people are just joining in the conversation. So if you don't mind, I would like you to summarize all that we've said about mistakes that cost young people their future and how to avoid them. Some of the points you've given us and how to avoid those mistakes.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So, once again, my dear youth out there, it is a natural fact that everybody makes mistakes. It might even be more in the case of you, the youth who are not very much experienced. But then you don't take mistakes for granted. The moment you realize that something that you've done, something that you've said is wrong, quickly make amends. And as much as possible, make it a point, put your mind fixed on it to always go towards the right. Naturally, too, it is easier to do wrong things than it is to do right ones. If, for example, I give you a hammer, to break down a house, you can do that in a matter of hours. But sit back and think of the time, the problem, the effort, and the cost that it will take to build that same structure. And here again, as I believe and always want to share, you must never leave God out. He is always in the right, and it is only when you surrender to Him, seek His support, that you can be sure to be in the right. But when occasionally you drift off, quickly make amends. And whomever you might have offended, sincerely apologize to them.
Thank you so much, Grandpa. We thank you for coming. Your final words got me a bit emotional and it sent me somewhere. I was thinking and I was almost lost. Thank you so very much for coming.
You're welcome,
and for
you're welcome.
honoring
Thank
our
you.
invitation. Viewers, so if you enjoy this conversation and you would like to see him more, kindly leave the topics that you would want him to talk on here. Kindly leave the topics in the comment section and we will do justice to them. But then that can also not be possible if you don't support us grow. So subscribe, like, share, and leave your comment so we could grow, make money, and also bring you more insightful and educational topics. Thank you so very much for sticking and staying with us till now. It's been the Sonia's Parlour, and I hope you have been blessed. You have picked something for yourself. Well, for me, I have picked the fact that always involve God in everything you do. And when you realize you have made a mistake, quickly quickly go back, correct things, and forge on, because it can cost you your future and you spend your life correcting it if care is not taken. Thank you so very much once again. It's been the Sonia's Parlour show. We will see you some other time, but then until then, keep taking good care of yourself and stay out of trouble.